Yeah, it's a powerful thing to be talking about. I think of gratitude and leveraging at the same time. There's a whole ecosystem that Ash had that you start to put together as time goes on. One is he found a way in his life to master working online, became very successful, made a lot of money, and was a giving person. And he leveraged that to give the same thing to us. And my gratitude is the potential of what we can have. My gratitude is, yes, these guys came in, they and this new team came in, inherited a pile of mess, absolute mess. And they put it together. And the thing is, when you're building a puzzle, you usually have the box on the table so you know what it's supposed to look like. They didn't have the box. They didn't have anything. And they're looking through these haystack for different length needles. It was wild. And I had a lot of gratitude towards them in a way that it's the first time for me that I saw where Ash was on the receiving end of over delivering. And when I saw that in his face, I went, wow, this is very good. But if you can, I believe in leveraging everything. If you can, and by the way, Ivy, congratulations, but I'm not surprised. You were a doctor the first time I ever heard you. They just gave me the paperwork recently. That's all. Just I knew that was coming. But anyway, so I saw Ash as this master leveraging. And funny, after it's all going, Ash is going to get what he gave back again. Because you know what he wanted? He wanted us all to live his lifestyle that he can do. And when we start to see that happening, the gratitude's going back to him. It's one big thing. And you can push gratitude, you could do whatever. But I think as we take everything in OnPassive and we leverage it towards this OnPassive universe, the ecosystem, and I'm not talking about we log in on, the ecosystem of OnPassive is gratitude, love, support, mindset. Mindset is a powerful thing. And I don't have a lot of patience. So I'm going to push mindset on somebody until they believe themselves, okay? And they will. The thing is, everybody will. I see people changing now. and little things, for example, for me personally, I would look at something and I never said, I can't do that. The first sentence out of my mouth is, how can I do that? What can I do to make that happen? And it's little things like that you put in on yourself. Now, I learned a lot from Mr. Mufara on the way he set things up. Ash Mufara, for me, has said more than any man without anything coming out of his mouth. And that's pretty powerful. His while he's doing stuff, and I'm watching, I feel like I'm looking in the window. You know what I mean? I'm a peeping Tom. And I'm watching what he's doing, and I'm watching reactions, and I'm going, wow. He's leveraging his heart. And in turn, everybody else is doing the same thing. Thank you very much, and you're doing a good job. Costs nothing. But did you know the return on investment is priceless? And we have a lot of people doing that now. We have a lot of people lifting other people up. Look, we're all at a different level in our journey in OnPassive, all of us. And some will see some, even if you think somebody, well, he's been here 6 years, he or she knows. Not necessarily. If you're open-minded enough and you go to the leverage of love and the leverage of OnPassive, and keep your mind open. Every day I learn something from somebody. I don't care who it is. And when you have the mindset to listen and understand people, only then can you leverage that and push it off to not one person, but hundreds and then thousands. That's why I say people, since June, I rack my brain thinking, never waste time. So what can we do during this time that might not be as easy if we were running? And what it was is, okay, now go out there and find these people as quickly as you can. Make them feel comfortable to at least open the door, or make them comfortable to at least make a video. Maybe they don't want to come on camera. Let them do one at home. I mean, I kept changing it to see what the results was. But as they did it, then I said, okay, I got to leverage this. How? Somebody would do a video and I would say, hey, do you have friends or somebody in OnPassive that was kind of shy? Like, yeah. Well, give them this and tell them they can do it too. Well, we did over like 200 videos. And deaf people, the Hmong community has sent videos every day for the last 2 weeks. And if you shine on them and they see it and feel it, for one thing, it helps change their mindset. It really does. And then when people are given goodness, like Ash did to us, if you're a good-hearted person, what happens? You have to give it to somebody else. You can't hold it. I see it hearing people talking. You want to express how you feel, and sometimes there's no words for it. So it's your actions. Hey, do this, this, this. And then you see people, they smile a little more, they're more positive, they sit up taller. Now they're telling other people what they should do to help themselves. So leverage the love, leverage your knowledge. We got to get people to believe they deserve. And you've got to get people to the limit where they say there's no limit. Everything is possible. If you believe, you're 100% right all the time. If you believe you can't, you won't. And you can see that with people right now. That's the most gratifying thing for me in OnPassive is not the money. Do I need it? Yeah, don't be crazy. I'm raising grandchildren, and yeah, trust me. But I know that's coming. So I don't want to focus on it. I don't need to focus on that. But if we can take this, what we have, which you don't know what the name, we're not sure what to call, this ball of OnPassive, and bounce it around the world, imagine what will happen. Just imagine what will happen. And you can't tell me there's not other people that love to have the feeling all of you had in the last hour and a half. It's got to be, there's billions, not millions, billions that would love to have this feeling without mentioning one dime. And the cool thing about that is that's coming anyway. Mike said earlier, like when we marketed, I spent hours and hours and days and weeks and years learning something. And it was inch by inch. And most of the time, you took one step forward and 2 steps back. That was learning to do it right, And that's why I kind of get upset when somebody says, I did this for years. And I mean, okay, don't tell me that because I know that's not true. Now, Ash takes his ability and says, while he's giving out food and water with his children, he's teaching them to give too. How can I leverage this? I'll package it up and scale it bigger than anything that's ever been on the planet. And I'll offer it to the people that come. Going back to the Field of Dreams. He was told, Ash, if you build it, they will come. And it started with 1, then 2, now 1,400,000 accounts. Now he's built it. We're building it. Now what's going to happen? We've leveraged the field of dreams. We've leveraged what we see. And everybody told you, your family and friends, you're an idiot. Well, don't you see people playing in the field? No, I don't see nothing. You're sitting on a bench like you're at a baseball game, and there's no baseball and there's nobody there. You look like an idiot. But when it hit the guy, he turned around and saw him. How long have they been here? That's what's going to happen. OnPassive is going to become a reality, and they'll come back. I don't care what they said before. I don't care what anybody said before. I really don't care what people say, because I know when it becomes real, everybody will see it. Remember the end of the movie? It was in the evening, and you could see the traffic with lights on as far as you could see. It wasn't that way in the beginning. What do I mean by the beginning? The journey we all took. Nobody wanted to come down this road. You couldn't beg somebody to come in OnPassive, except for the people that were drawn in because they're like Ashwin Farah. He said, you will attract people that are like you, that believe like you, and feel like you. And he did. And we're going to. I'm just saying, believe in yourself. Once you know, and you can leverage that, gratitude is not a good enough word for me. I don't know, there isn't a word. I just want to say, to know the little bit that I learned, and Mike and Dan, knowing that that's probably, we probably knew more than 80% of the people online working. To know that the guy that was the master at it has said, I'm going to make everybody a master. Do you think, don't you understand now why it was so hard to get to where we are now? Good things don't happen fast. They just don't. Good things never happen fast. And Ash, out of everybody, said to me, I believe he said to a few people, I'm glad it happened. Horrified him, I'm sure, gut-wrenching. We don't know how much money. We know probably years were lost. We'll find the truth one day. I don't even care anymore. I want to focus where we're going. And I look at him, no words, and I go, oh my God, he has what he's been looking for. And from leveraging, I know if he has it, we're all getting it. But just please expect more than you think. Just keep pushing yourself. Whatever you want, you can have it. I don't care if you did another business. I don't care. The potential in OnPassive is unlimited. It is truly unlimited. And yeah, I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for this team. Obviously, the team he's got now wanted to work with Ashwin Farah. Why? Same reason we do. Yeah, they're paid well, no doubt. But the same reason we do. They could go anywhere. Sounds like some of the people he has working for him, they're the best in the world. They go anywhere. Why would you go with a company that's been going through what OnPassive has been going through for the 2 years? A normal person wouldn't do that because they heard him. And they went, oh my God, this is different. This is special. And they want to be part of history. So yeah, we're in a good place. Keep gratitude and edify one another. Push each other above yourself. And when somebody's down, or never judge anybody. I've seen where people come in and somebody says something and they go, oh, he's no good. He does. I don't walk in his shoes. I don't walk in her shoes. I have no idea. I didn't come to OnPassive to judge people. They will wind up where they wind up. Cream rises to the top. I was told that like the 4th day I talked to Ash. Cream always rises to the top. Goodness is always rising to the top. Somebody was upset because we're going to wind up with some bad people in OnPassive. You darn right we are. Thousands. But there'll be a small percentage. And the core to this apple will never rot. And darkness can come in, but where's it going to hide? If the room's that bright, what are they going to go in the corner? So what? They have no power. That's why the core is so important. That's why all of you are important, because we're massively getting bigger. Not just bigger, but stronger. Unrotten, we can't rot, we can't perish, all because we all focused on gratitude and leveraging love and helping one another. And we're doing exactly what Ash wants. So what does he get in return? He has much gratitude for all of us. So it's a beautiful thing.